Hi there, Virgo. So at the bottom of the Anna Kay Tarot, you have the Nine of Cups, the Wish card, the emotional fulfillment card. Oh, it's nice. It looks like they're dancing at a wedding, maybe, or something. Just you can tell everyone's happy and joyful, and it's just a really emotionally positive card. I just happen to notice that Justice is under here. Oh, and the Seven of Swords. So you have the Seven of Swords out, and Judgment. Wow. And the Ten of Cups. So, okay. So for some of you, there may have been a situation where someone was not behaving very well in your midst. And it doesn't have to be someone right close to you. It could be someone at work. It could be something, it doesn't have to be like your significant other or something, but where someone was not behaving right, and there is some sort of justice coming about. So some of you have left a situation that it had gotten to the point. I mean, look at this guy in this picture. He's just overwhelmed. He's not in a good situation. It's just become too much. And it's like the wands aren't providing. Usually the wands, their energy and motivation and inspiration and creativity and have growth on them. And these are just sticks, and they're providing no real substance for him. He's just huddled there, and so things have become overwhelming for him in this picture. So if something's been overwhelming you, whether it's a relationship, a job, any sort of situation, the Eight of Cups says you are leaving. You're moving on. You are removing yourself from that situation and understanding that it is no longer a healthy situation for you. It's not it's not healthy for you to be here. So I think for some of you, you will have this person in your midst, or this situation. Again, it doesn't have to be. It could be something like your kid's daycare isn't working out anymore, or where you go to get your hair cut. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be something huge and major. It could be, but some sort of situation. You're just got to the point where you're like, okay, this is just not working out for me anymore. This is not worth it. I actually had that happen with a dental office. Every time I went there, the front desk was like, it was really strange. I mean, it was just the weirdest things. They would, like, one time I was leaving, they're like, Jennifer, come back here. You didn't pay. And I was like, you guys always tell me you'll bill me because the way the insurance worked, you'd get a bill, but then you'd find out the insurance would cover it. It was a mess. So and they said, wait a billing cycle until we get things caught up. Well, you had a cavity. We always pay if you get or my son had a cavity filled or something. But something like that, every time I went there, something really sort of unprofessional and just out of the blue and strange happened. And finally I'm like, I'm not going there anymore. It was just, I don't know. It was just very bizarre. So again, it doesn't have to be a huge deal, but some sort of situation where things just aren't quite right and you're like, I'm done. I just cannot deal with this anymore. And it's great because look at this. So it's like the Knight of Pentacles. You're making some practical changes in your life, and situations that are no longer serving you, you're letting go, and you're good with that. It's like you've come to the realization that it's okay to let things go. You don't have to stay in the thick of negative situations, whether it's a job, a relationship, something like I just described. You don't have to keep dealing with it. You just don't. It was not really funny, but my ex, it's a long story, but he would sometimes he would just call and just start kind of going off on me. And I mean, we're divorced. It's like, and I try to be rational and reasonable, and it would be like completely out of the blue. And my father, I was telling my father because I was really upset because it just doesn't, it's like, what was that all about? My father's like, Jen, next time he does that, hang up. And I was like, I can do that. I can just hang up the phone. And he's like, hang up. Why do you think you have to stay on the phone? Tell him, if you cannot be respectful, I am hanging up on you, and hang up. And it was just so freeing. It sounds ridiculous. And this was just like 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. Okay. Hello. Wow. I'm 46. Like, duh. But, I was trying to be reasonable and rational. And you're dealing with situations that aren't reasonable and rational. You don't have to take abuse. You don't have to deal with people like that. You can walk away. You can say no. And they'll try to put it on you, but boy, I tell you, it's the most freeing feeling in the world. I'm like, I just can hang up. And he tried it one more time, and I hung up on him. And boy, was he pissed. But you know what? He doesn't do it anymore. At all. And so you can see this knight is just sitting here. So the pentacles are a slow, grounded suit, and it's not allowing anyone to make you make any rash changes, not make any sudden changes, but really planning. He's up high. He's getting a big perspective. He's being thoughtful about things. He's planning. He's taking the time to figure out what he wants and implement it that way. And you'll hear people say he's always successful. He is, because he's slow and methodical and has the long game, the long plan, the long-term goal in mind, and doesn't need instant gratification, understands that it's a process. So it's like removing yourself from being in these situations, but understanding that, it's going to be a process, and that's okay. You just you may leave one situation and everything may not be perfect, but that's okay, because you're taking the first step, and then there's going to be another step. And then we have the Page of Cups. So you will be feeling better. You will be getting good news. You will be a new emotional beginning, is what this is saying to me, by learning to stick up for yourself and to walk away from things that don't require you. You don't have to participate. Like, I'm not participating in this anymore. You guys can have your fit, because I'm not going to. I'm not participating in this anymore, and I'm walking away. And boy, you're going to feel better. You're going to feel so much better. It's going to be such a relief, and it'll bring about this new beginning in your emotions. Let's see what drawing. A new relationship or emotional experience, invitations to social events, a compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. Yeah, so use your friends. These two cards both came out together. So the moon for me is saying that is actually going back to this card. It's, to me, you were dealing with an emotionally unstable situation, a person that was making a situation unstable, and you handle it really well, because the Seven of Wands is all about defending yourself. It doesn't mean getting defensive and like you did something wrong and you have to defend yourself for your actions. It means saying no. You'll hear people say no is a complete sentence. I always say no thank you, because no seems no thank you. You don't have to engage. And they may, the moon card is things, they're not seeing things clearly, and they're letting their emotions run wild, and it's like, not my, what's that other funny saying? Not my monkey, not my circus. Not my circus, not my monkeys. You're just done. And, I forgot that you have the Empress card up here. And, and the Chariot. I keep doing this and I keep seeing. So, and you have the Ten of Wands here. So, being done, moving away. This is taking action, not being reactionary. Same thing with the Seven of Wands, this is not getting defensive. This is just being assertive as a, no, no, thank you. And here's where I'm going. I'm making plans. I'm moving away. I'm not just going to react to this situation. I'm taking purposeful action. I'm removing myself from it, and I'm figuring out and I'm making a plan of where I'm going to go. I'm going to nurture myself. I'm going to allow things I'm going to make plans, but I'm going to allow them to unfold organically. I'm not going to force things, but I'm going to keep working towards where I want to go. And you'll be fruitful. You'll be successful. It's going to bring so much abundance and joy into your life to stop in participating in things you don't have to participate in anymore. So that's going to be a big lesson for you this month. And it's, oh my God, you're going to leave this month just like feeling so amazing. It's just going to lighten. You're just going to feel light and just, yeah. And you're going to set yourself up for success that way. And you're going to be validated in some way that, that situation in which you removed yourself from, you will receive validation that it was not healthy and was not okay, and you're not the crazy one, and that it's appropriate for you to no longer participate in situations that are not safe and beneficial for you. So cool. Very nice reading. Very wonderful life lesson that is going to make you a happier person going forward. Have a wonderful month. Take care.